हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू वन शॉट अहेड। यहाँ हम बात करते हैं डिफरेंट प्रोफेशनल्स एंड उनके प्रोफेशन के बारे में सब कुछ जानते हैं। आज हमारे साथ है कनुप्रिया मैम। शी इज अ कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स एंड अ पब्लिक स्पीकिंग कोच विद ओवर 11 years of experience. She is a certified trainer and a keynote speaker. Welcome to the podcast, Kanupriya ma'am. Hello ma'am. First of all, please tell us something about yourself and your work.
Nice. First of all, Viraj, I would like to thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to interact with you, and I really appreciate your efforts. If I talk about myself, thousand miles of journey starts with a single step. I am Kanupriya Sharma, a public speaking and communication coach. I am into this teaching profession since 11 years, and I love teaching because teaching is like a passion for me. Till now, I have taught many students across the world, like from Hong Kong, Canada, USA, Saudi Arab, and many countries around the world. What I love the most is that teaching gives me satisfaction. I love to interact with students all around the world. I love to learn from them, and I also love to motivate them so that they can become confident speakers and represent our world.
Okay, that was lovely to know more about you. So, आपने public speaking and soft skills, like, why did you choose that as a career? Like, was that like something you always wanted to do, or like it just something like which came along the way?
Okay. Honestly, it was not something I decided. Okay. So what happened is I opted for as an assistant professor. Okay, because I am MTech and BEd. Okay, so I wanted to become an assistant professor, but later on, at point of time in my life, I got an opportunity to teach students as an English language trainer, especially foreign kids. So that was really a turning point for me. And at that point of time, I decided that, I am having that capability to teach the students that English language that will definitely not help my students, also help me to, showcase my talent in front of others. And in this way, I can motivate the students who really feel underconfident and are not able to speak, especially, at the stage or having fear of judgment. So I decided to go into this profession and opted as a career.
So you like helping others, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, lovely. So for someone watching this video that who feels that like soft skills and public speaking could like be a career option for them, what do you think like would be a good like and like process for decision making? And like is this the right profession for them?
Everyone can opt for public speaking as a profession. First of all, the only thing is that I mentioned earlier also, you should have that confidence, right? Because confidence is the key to success at the end. The only confidence and consistency, a lot of practice, that's going to help you in your career. Okay, so if you carry that confidence and if you believe in yourself that yes, I can help students to motivate, and yes, of course, in this English language, then definitely they can opt for this career. But only thing is, it really demands a lot of practice, expertise in this field. You should have that relevant experience, and you should have an idea of those techniques, latest techniques that will help the students to become a confident speaker. Because on daily basis, a lot many things are coming up,
Hmm.
and we have to develop those things or those techniques so that students can also learn and opt those techniques, and in this way they can become the great speakers.
Hmm. तो like suppose आज कोई student like he just comes up with this thought कि उसने future के अंदर soft skills या public speaking coach बनना है. So what do you think? What subjects should they take? या like what courses should they take in school and colleges?
Definitely, the main thing is you should have hold on English language, or I would say that you should have an idea of all the things about English subject. Okay, the very basic thing. And then after, then you should also opt for public speaking and communication skills subjects which schools are having nowadays, right? I can say life skills. Okay, apart from that, you can go for human resource management. All these subjects, if you are going to opt, then definitely you can go for this profession. Yeah, so these subjects will definitely help you to go into this profession. And apart from this, academics, definitely your confidence and your, belief in yourself, trust in yourself, gonna help you, because both goes hand in hand, right? So this way it will help or work, I would say.
So, like getting into like coaching, do you need like a specific degree or like some like skills or experience? Like, does it matter?
No, not a single, particular degree needed for this. But yeah, of course, if you'll go for any certification related to soft skill, that will definitely add credibility to your profession. And as I am also a soft skill trainer and I'm a certified soft skill trainer, so that will definitely add an advantage to your career, and it can actually build a connection between you and your students. Students can actually trust you. Okay, people can actually trust you that yes, if the person is certified, then they will prefer you over others.
Hmm. So, like, what about the skills though? Like, do you need any specific skills?
Yeah, you should have good speaking skills. That really matters a lot, because if you're not good at speaking skills, then how you can handle the, this communication skills or public speaking? The most important thing is you should know how to converse with others, right? Either in Hindi or in English. The thing matter is speaking skills, right?
Hmm.
Nowadays, people are not having habit of speaking in English. Okay,
Yeah.
so if you're having a habit of speaking in English, then definitely, you can learn something and you can develop that habit, and later on you can become a, good speaker, public speaker.
So, like, once someone acquires those skills, like speaking, confident speaking, so like, what should be like the first steps? How do you actually get into the career and like get your first students or clients?
Good question. I would say that for that you have to attend, certain seminars. If you are entering into this profession, you can go for small workshops, webinars, and try to participate in small keynote speaking competitions and championships. Also, you can go for TED, TEDx talks. Okay,
Mhm.
so these stage, exposure will definitely help you to give that confidence, and in this way, slowly and gradually, you will build a connection, you will build a network, and later on you can build your own personal brand, and you can build your portfolio. Once it will be done, right, people will start trusting you, and in this way, automatically they will follow you, and you will get your students, and in this way you can go ahead.
So like in the starting, of course, like every profession के एकदम अंदर आने में ही like you don't start to earn money. So like what should be the mindset of like the people who start early and like what should be their building blocks, like the first base?
So here I would like to reiterate one point that I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
that teaching is like a passion for me. Yes, of course, earning is important, right? But the very first thing that I always keep in mind, that I love teaching. It's like a passion for me. So if you'll keep this thing in mind, that I have to teach or I have to become a public speaking coach for earning, then I'm gonna sure that it's not gonna work, right? You should go forward with the mindset of learning experience, gaining experience, right? So once you will be on the track, so once you will get more and more experience, definitely simultaneously you are earning money, but your mindset should not be like that, that I have to earn money, 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 right? Your
Yes.
mind should be this, that I have to learn and I have to upgrade myself on daily basis, because you cannot underestimate others, right? Many people are here into this profession and everybody is doing really well. The only thing is you have to trust yourself, and every day you have to make it like I have to do better than others. Only this funda is going to help you to go forward.
So you just have to believe in yourself.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts on AI? Like, because like this time everyone is talking about AI, like it is growing like significantly. So do you think communication and soft skills ka like career could be taken over by AI eventually?
No, not at all. Here, I would like to give you the reason. AI can actually automate the information, give us the information in lesser time. But the only thing is, this public speaking skill or, conversation skills really need emotions, right? So when you are talking with others and actually, I would say, grab the sore throat of others. So in Hindi, we call it as किसी की दुखती रग को पकड़ना, right? So some people will say, ma'am, I'm not able to speak in English. I'm really having this fear, and I'm at the manager position because I taught students from corporate as well, right?
Mm.
Corporate sectors. So at that time, they are at manager level, but they are not able to give presentations, right? They feel collie wobbles in their stomach, right? So at that point of time, the thing is, you have to actually understand that emotions and that connection really matters a lot. AI cannot do this. Okay, so there is a word empathy. Okay, in public speaking skills, there is need of empathy to understand others. That artificial intelligence or a machine cannot do this, right? So in in nutshell, I would say that with the development of AI, definitely your communication skills or conversation skills are gonna take the rising high. I would say that it's gonna increase.
So like in my last podcast, I was with Neha Kalucha. She is like assistant vice president in HDFC Bank. Even she said the same thing. Ki communication skills can never be taken over by AI because that empathy, like you said, and like those skills to convince someone that like the
Yeah.
feeling AI can't do that. Yeah. So the next question would be बहुत सारे like teenagers public speaking से डरते हैं, like they have stage fright and like they get nervous around many people. So like does the confidence come naturally या you have to build that कि like along the way?
As I mentioned earlier, that confidence is not something that you are born with, right? So for that, you have to practice. The only thing is, first of all, just keep it in your mind, that uh, I am making mistakes, or just keep yourself away from this judgment that I'm making mistakes. The very initial step is start talking. Okay, even if you are making mistakes, that's fine. Okay, but if you'll not make mistakes, how will you learn from it? Okay, if you'll not utter a single word, how you will start a conversation, right? So you have to utter a word. Once you will utter any word, that will help you to start a conversation. Once you'll start the conversation, that will help you to build the confidence. Why so? Because if you're talking with someone, that person is understanding you. Even if you're making mistakes, the person is understanding you, right? So you'll feel, yeah, that person is getting me. You'll feel, automatically you'll feel confident. And in this way, you will make it a two-way conversation. And what actually the communication skills are, or, the art of speaking, two-way conversation, right? So once you learn that how to make it a two-way conversation, definitely you will, get the hold of everything. Yeah.
So like with the experience comes the confidence.
Yeah. Confidence comes.
So if a teenager wants to improve their communication skills, तो एक simple habit उन्हें कौन सी शुरू करनी चाहिए?
Okay. So the very most important thing is they can develop the habit of reading. Okay. Because reading is really very important. It is also a skill. Okay. So there are four skills: L, S, W, R. Okay. So listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Okay. So all these skills are interrelated. Even if you want to become, good at speaking, you should also have an idea about reading, because everything is interrelated. Okay. At the end, vocabulary plays an important role in your speaking. Okay, that we also called as lexical analysis. Okay, this is one of the most important thing. So once you will develop the habit of reading, maybe 10 to 15 minutes daily, that will help you to concentrate, that will help you to get the hold of the language, that will help you to build your vocabulary. So in this way, you can go it.
Hmm. So, as you know, that I'm homeschooled, right? So, like the question that I've been asked like so many times is, अगर कोई बच्चा school नहीं जाता, then how do they improve their vocabulary skills or like communication skills if they are put in a group? So, like, do you like can you answer that question?
Yeah, definitely. For that, I would request all the parents that don't bound your students, don't bound your kids at home. Okay. So give them the opportunities to participate in small, talks,
Yeah.
conversations, or, ask the kids to sit together, give them a small topic to talk on, just analyze what they are talking on, just participate yourself. Also, listen to your kids first without judgment, okay, without correcting. So parents are in habit of directly correcting them. You are wrong here, you are not doing it right, but this is wrong, this is wrong approach. What they can do is, first of all, listen, because again I would say listening is a skill. If you're not good at listening, you cannot be a good speaker, right? So for that, you have to listen your kids first. Once you will develop this habit, they will actually feel confident, and they will feel confident, they will automatically come up with their thoughts and they will speak, and you can keep the medium of talking in English, right? So this is something you can do. Also, encourage them to participate in keynote competitions. Go with go with your kids, encourage them, boost their confidence, motivate them, and all these things will definitely help.
Hmm. So, like, what do you think कि जैसे अगर academic knowledge को communication skill के साथ add up कर दिया जाए, so will it make a difference in college, like college interviews, job interviews?
Definitely, because at the end, the thing is, you are passing out those academic subjects and then you will go for or appear for interviews, right? So, but the thing is, when you will go for interviews or participate in placements and all, the most important thing is confidence. Okay, because for example, there are 20 students who are going to appear for an interview. If they don't know how to be presentable in front of an interviewer, if they don't know how to be confident while talking with others, what type of expressions, what type of hand gestures you have to maintain. Here I would like to say, this is a non-verbal part of communication. Communication is of two types: verbal and non-verbal, where you use your body language and all these things, right? So when you will go for interviews and all, you have to learn all these things. So this is a separate thing, but yes, of course, once you'll pass your academics, then you will appear for interviews. But at the end, your confidence, your practice, your initiative will help you to crack those interviews.
Hmm. Yeah, I think the same. So, let's just do a quick rapid fire session now. So, first question: one communication mistake that teenagers should stop making.
They should eradicate the fear of judgment.
Okay. One habit every teenager should develop.
Reading 10 to 15 minutes daily.
Best age to start public speaking.
There is no age, you can start as soon as possible.
One piece of advice for parents.
Motivate your students, motivate your kids as much as you can. Just listen to them and be a good parent and try to be their friends.
And finally, one last message for every teenager watching this video.
If you really want to become a good public speaker, you have to come in front of others. You have to be the limelight, and you have to, showcase your skills in front of others. And I'm gonna sure that you are gonna crack it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. This was like really interesting. And I definitely feel whoever watching this video and like had a mindset that they want to go into this career, they like got really good help today. So, and thank you for your time, of course. Thank you so much.
Here, I would like to add one thing. If anybody would like to be in touch with me or want
Yeah.
any guidance, right? So Viraj has my Instagram handle name, so you can share with them, and you can also reach out to me at kanupriyasharma6@gmail.com, and I'm always here to help.
Hmm. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.